Blitzers, Nerf Clan, welcome back to the channel. We have RW64 today playing the Action X. I've heard from a few people that think the Action X is old meta. Those people are idiots. It's a fantastic tank, and RW is going to show you some great ways to use it. He, as the title of the tank of the video, he does master this thing. I've been losing some battles in New Bay, particularly when I have the northeast spawn like RW is, especially when Supremacy. So luckily RW here is playing Encounter. And you can see it's a 3 versus 3 heavy battle. Nothing too extraordinary in terms of the setup. Now, what RW is doing is probably a position that we should all consider doing. There is risk to this position, particularly in Supremacy. In Supremacy, typically all the enemy tanks from the opposite side are going to go to seed, then B cap, and you're going to be exposing the rear of this tank, which is a big weakness for the tank. However, today RW did not have said problem, and he climbs up and starts pounding this T-71. The Centurion, and you'll see an ISU as well. Now, why is RW playing the tank this way? Well, that is fairly obvious. The turret of this tank that you can see in the little picture there is virtually impenetrable when on a -10. You can see values up there easily around 400, especially in 500. Now, you can't. Some cannons can pen the little top above the gun. The area above the gun, I guess the gun mantlet, but that requires a pen of about 400 or high 300s, which is just not too common. And generally, it's got a lot of space armor as well. So the only pen that gets close to that tier 8 and 9 is some heat, and it cannot really penetrate the spaced armor. Anyway, RW quickly does damage there. Tries to get a shot off on the T95E2 there, cannot there. And there is a Annihilator who throws all 3 shots into the bridge. And then RW is trying to use this amazing cannon. That one of the greatest advantages of the Action X is just like the Black Prince. It's got a terrific cannon, one of the best heavy cannons in the game. It's a low alpha cannon. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's got great DPM, a great turret, and in positionally like this, it just does a lot of damage. There's a great example of a shot not a lot of heavy tanks can make. Pound, and he's just going to pound this Annihilator. Now, I will say the lower hull of the Action X is nothing special, as the Annihilator bounces 3 shots off of its turret. Brilliant playing there by that Annihilator. Nonetheless, it is still 4 and 4, and you'll see here that you know, there's an issue with, and there's an Emil 1. An issue with RW's teams is that his teammates just keep dying. That Emil 1 is full health, gets out of dodge, uses that ridiculously fast reverse speed and runs away. And RW is still trying to chase folks on the bridge. He's got his own Emil 1, rushes their Emil 1. And no one really seems to just kind of form any type of teamwork on this. RW sees, however, this Carnarvon there flying up, and great opportunity to see him. And you see how he uses this position just to let the enemy tanks keep pushing on him, and then they kill him. Now, his Emil 1, I believe, just died, and he is left with a Black Prince himself versus these guys, including this Emil 1 and the KV4. Now, the KV4 is going to be annihilated, but this Emil 1 needs to be taken out, and luckily for RW, he's got the exact type of cannon to do it. Tracks him, gets another shot into him, and finishes him off. The Emil 1, you know, killer, maybe the Action X. It's a great idea for it because of its DPM, and the Emil 1 having to reload. You know, it's a terrific tank to do it. I also think the Action X is really an interesting kind of more mobile version of the Black Prince. Of course, the Black Prince does have the crack consumable speed nowadays. Nice kill there, not, you know, straightforward there. Down at very low on hit points here, but this KV4, like most KV4s, drivers don't know what they're doing. The Black Prince does a good job of holding him relatively stable, while RW just pounds him in the ass and finishes off here his 5th kill of the game. Terrific win there. I think that was a terrific way to use your tank to the maximum of its abilities, given the terrain. 4,076 damage, 5 kills, made 85,000 coins as well, 1,390 base XP. And as you see here, he unloaded hell on that KV4 and the Emil 1, which was the key to the victory here. Terrific game. Thanks for submitting it, RW. And please do, guys, submit your replays. We will get them up on the channel. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel.